Ahoy, everyone! Captain Billy J here. Well, not captain, but also referee Billy J. Welcome to Captain Billy J Travels, going live on the Captain Billy J Travels YouTube channel, also on the Captain Billy J Travels Facebook group, and also on the referee Billy J Facebook page. So I'm going live in all three places today because we're talking about pro wrestling today. Yes, so last week I was in Iowa and I attended the 2023 George Tragos Thesz Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame Induction Weekend. Wow, that's a mouthful. But it was held at the National Wrestling Hall of Fame Dan Gable Museum in beautiful, well, sometimes beautiful, downtown Waterloo, Iowa. So today I'm going to talk about my trip to Iowa. I did put a poll question up. If do you watch pro wrestling? Do you currently watch it? Did you watch it before, back in the Hulk Hogan days, and you no longer watch it, or you've never watched it before? Let me know on the poll, and we'll take a look at that. But yeah, today I'm going to share some pictures and some video of the referee Billy J in action and my trip to Iowa. And then we'll talk about what's going to happen next Saturday. I'm excited for next Saturday. But let's go ahead and say hello to everyone in the chat that came in. I'm going to go scroll back up. Very first people that came in were the Cruise Nuts. Welcome aboard, Cruise Nuts. Good to have you here. Followed up by my first mate, Meg. Meg is here. Welcome aboard, first mate, Meg. I need pizza rolls, Meg. I need pizza rolls and Diet Mountain Dew. Actually, I have Diet Mountain Dew. I just need pizza rolls. I did get some sweet corn from Iowa, and we're going to have that tonight for dinner. So, hamburgers and sweet corn. Let's see. Griswold family vacay is here. I'm here to smell what the captain is cooking. You don't want to smell what the captain's cooking? Welcome aboard. Well, I'll be cooking sweet corn and hamburgers, but just bypass that Taco Bell stuff I had earlier. Let's see. John and Nancy, if she's there. John and Nancy, JNN Travels is here. Welcome aboard. Hello, Captain Commodore. How's it going? It's going. It's going. Saturday. I went to see Disney Haunted Mansion earlier today in the movie theater. It was okay. It was all right. I kind of like the Eddie Murphy one better myself, and actually the Muppet one, the Muppet Haunted Mansion. I actually kind of like that better than this one. I've heard this one's going to be kind of a flop for Disney. So, but my Saturday's good. Hopefully, all of yours Saturdays are going good. Let me know in the chat what you've done today, or what you plan to do today, or are you doing nothing today? I'm doing this live show, and I may be doing another live show later tonight. So keep an eye out for the captain. And he has no idea what he said, of course. Let me get caught up in the chat. Danny's working on school stuff. Yep, he's a teacher. Nice ring, thank you. It's a little step up from the ring that we do for the World Wrestling Vlog, which I have no idea if we're ever going to do the World Wrestling Vlog anymore. If you don't know what that is, that was a separate YouTube channel, and we go live Saturday nights, but we haven't gone live in almost 2 months now, so been a while, and I haven't received any updates on that. NES Evolution, Josh is here. Welcome aboard, Ref Bump Billy. No, don't bump me, please. Please don't bump me. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Nathan. Hey, did I miss Nathan? I don't know when Nathan's coming in. Okay. Captain. Hello, ahoy. Oh, why is my chat? See, my chat's like repeating now. That's weird. House of X is here. Welcome aboard, House of X. For those of you who don't know, pro wrestling referee likes to throw up X sign every once in a while. Let's see. First mate Meg says pizza rolls in the galley, but we're not on the ship. Well, that's true. We are in a pro wrestling ring right now. Maybe the pro wrestling ring is on the ship. Ever think about that? Antoinette at Fun is here. Welcome aboard, Antoinette. Good to have you here. Let's see. Rayleigh Creative Travel. Blaine is here. Welcome aboard, Blaine. Good day. First Officer Billy J. Well, say hello to Mallory if she's there too. Meg says she loved the Muppet Haunted Mansion. Yeah, I like that. That was pretty good. It was on Disney Plus. Still on Disney Plus, I think. I might have to watch it tonight. And the Eddie Murphy one. Danny D is here. Welcome aboard, Danny D. Yo. I see you, Danny D. Let's see. How many times have you seen Barbie? None. Do I plan to see Barbie? No, not going to happen. Let's see. Sounds like you have a busy evening. Well, I don't. I went to catch some Pokemon and I grabbed a slice of pizza and a salad. That sounds good, Meg. What do we have? Oh, I had meatloaf. Meatloaf dinner from Walmart because we're cooking tonight. So yeah. Nightbot is here. If you are a creator in the chat, put in #creator and Nightbot will drop in the link to your channel. So check out all the YouTube channels, a lot of creators in here, mostly from the cruising side, but yeah. We have some RV community as well, because there's Roy and Becky's Travels. Welcome aboard, Roy and Becky, if you're both there or just one of you's there. Telaga, really? Oh, geez. This would be my first super chat. So thank you very much. Ahoy, Captain Billy J. Keep up the awesome content. Well, thank you very much. That is not necessary, but thank you. I appreciate it. There's more content coming out. I got more of my sweepstakes conventions coming out. Maybe 1 or 2 more videos of that. Well, I got a room tour, and then I got the convention, and then that should be done with that. And then I'll put out some of this pro wrestling stuff from Iowa that we're going to talk about tonight. And then eventually we'll get back into some cruise content. We're going to next live. We're going to get into some cruise content again. So stick with me. It's been a while since we talked about cruises on this channel, but we're getting back to it. Waving the hand pink. Okay, I can see the emoji on that. Got the cup. Oh, Danny got her cup today. That's good. Everybody's dropping in #creator, dropping in Jane and Travels link there. Nightbot could be a little slow on dropping links too. There's dropping in Rayleigh Creative Travel. Check out their channel. And it looks like I am at the bottom of the chat. So awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. Sure we'll have more people coming in later. We're up to 12 right now, so doing good. So let's go ahead and talk about my trip to Iowa. So I went to Iowa last Wednesday, and I went there for a couple reasons. To one, see my family. I haven't seen my dad in a while. So I went back home. For those of you that don't know, home for me is back in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, Iowa. Northeast Iowa. Lived there for 35 years of my life, and the rest of it I've lived in Florida. So wanted to go back and see my family, and also for this pro wrestling weekend, which is an annual weekend. I don't go every year, but every other year seems like I've been going. But it's a good time. So let's go ahead and I'll show you some pictures from my trip. So let me go ahead and pull that up here. And hopefully I don't have any camera freezes. My camera, I need a new camera because mine keeps freezing and everything. So hopefully you can hear me fine. Hope you can see me fine. And hopefully you can see my pictures. Let me make sure to get fine behind the chat. Everyone just dropping in their links. Awesome. House of X dropped in their link to their channel. So awesome. Check out House of X. Danny D also dropped in her link as well above them. So, and then let's take a look. Blaine says we loved our visit to Iowa. Underestimated state, especially I-80 truck stop. Yeah, a lot of people say it's a flyover state because they fly over from one coast to the other coast. They don't stop there. There's some nice things to look at in Iowa. There's the world's largest truck stop, the I-80 truck stop. Also, if you head up a little to the northeast, you can check out the Field of Dreams. That's where they filmed the movie at, and they've added to it there. But they still got the baseball field and the corn and stuff, and they've had a Major League Baseball game there too. So yeah, check out Iowa if you get a chance. Des Moines has some nice things to look at. The capital of Iowa, so check it out. And Meg says I can hear and see you. Awesome, great. Okay, so this is my picture. So last Wednesday. Drove drove from Pensacola, Florida to Destin, Florida, because it was cheaper, again, to fly out of Destin. And so here's my car driving to the Destin airport. All right. And then next, so I got to the Destin airport, went through security, fine, no issues with that. Boarded my flight, one of two flights. This is a flight to Charlotte, which is where my connecting flight was at. This is on American Airlines. And here I am sitting there at the airport wearing my University of Northern Iowa hat and shirt, trying to get attention of anybody else going to Iowa. And this is from my plane, sitting at the window seat. I always try to get a window seat so I get some pictures from the plane. So this is on American. And here's a picture of, oops, let me go back. There's a picture of the up above, the sky there. And landed in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then my next flight was to Des Moines. So I got there, had like an hour or two layover, which was good. I had no issues on flights going there, as everything was fine. So no issues. And here's a little bit of video from the plane. Just kind of looking down below. So beautiful green colors there. I don't know where this is exactly, if it's Illinois or Iowa or wherever it's at. Let's see. We get caught up in chat too. Blaine says, "You're tall like me and even taller. How are you with American Airlines seats?" Well, actually, I had more room. I flew back on Allegiant Air and actually had more leg room on Allegiant Air. You'd think the opposite. You'd think you'd have less room on Allegiant Air because it's a cheaper airline than you would American Airlines. But I was fine. Of course, my knees usually are against the back of the seat in front of me. But I've had no issues, especially when I lost weight, because I lost 50 pounds of weight. And before that, it was hard to struggle to get the seatbelt on. But after I lost the weight, it's easy. I could put a seatbelt on, no issues there. But yeah, I can't change the height of my legs. But yeah, you can always try to find seats that have the Comfort Plus if they're on Delta with the extra leg room. But it wasn't too bad. It was fine. And it was a kind of a short connecting flight. So flew to Charlotte, and then Charlotte to Des Moines was a little bit longer, but it wasn't too bad. And feel free if you have any questions, if you want to talk about pro wrestling questions or any questions in general, feel free to drop them in the chat as well. So this was my rental car I had, and this was a Toyota Corolla Black. So picked that up at the Des Moines airport. And for those of you that don't know, I love Long John Silver's. So what did I do? I found on a map the Long John Silver's that's kind of on the way out of town before I headed back to Waterloo, Cedar Falls. So found me a Long John Silver's in Des Moines, not too far from the airport. And of course, I got my chicken plank dinner. No, this is not my actual picture that I took because I did drive-through. And the drive-through lady, she noticed my Billy J Travels. No, wait. Oh, she noticed my camera because I had my GoPro out. And she said, "Are you a YouTuber?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And then we talked a little bit. So that was cool. But anyway, chicken plank dinner, fries, and coleslaw and hush puppies and sweet and sour sauce. Yum, yum, yum. All right, moving forward. So then I drove 2 hours or an hour and a half or so to Cedar Falls. This is one of the signs you see. It's University of Northern Iowa Unidome. And then when you drive into Cedar Falls, you'll see the water tower from the University of Northern Iowa. And for those of you that don't know, I went to the University of Northern Iowa. Go Panthers! And so this is my hometown, plus my college is here. This is the McLeod Center at the UNI campus. This is where the basketball they have there and volleyball and stuff. And then what Cedar Falls is famous for, one landmark is the Unidome. So the UNI campus, they have a dome where they have all their football games. I actually graduated high school in this Unidome. Now, it didn't look quite like this. They've done some improvements since then. They're still going to do some improvements for renovating it. But yeah, I graduated in high school back in 1999 in this dome. Let me see. Let's get caught up in the chat. Danny says, you like Long John Silver's because the other place is named Captain. Yeah, I do not like Captain D's. I've tried Captain D's a couple times, and I'm just not a fan. Food looked amazing. Been a while since we have eaten Long John's. Yeah, it was pretty good. I got more food pictures coming, so stay tuned. All right, moving forward. And feel free in the chat. But if you are going, let's say you live somewhere else now, and you head back home, what is the one place you have to go to for food that you miss, that you can't get where you're living at now? So feel free to put that in the chat. I'd like to know. Roy says class of 89 rocks. Well, I was eight years old in 89, so I don't know if it rocks, but the class of 99 rocks because we're the last class of the century. Hey, Ref. Hey, Chad. Welcome aboard, Chad. He's a fellow friend, Facebook friend, pro wrestling friend. He's been to some pro wrestling shows that I've refed at, so good to have you in here. Who is Kurt Warner? I don't know. Who is he? I think he's a football player. He plays the rugby, or not rugby. He plays the soccer version, right? I think that's Kurt Warner. Actually, Kurt Warner bagged our groceries. He worked at Hy-Vee, and we were living up the street, and he bagged our groceries because he was working there and went to college, and then went to the NFL. So two count. All right. I used to look forward to Cheerwine. Oh, back home, but we have it here now. Okay. I don't think we have a Cheerwine, but that's cool. Cream and Code on Cape Cod. Excellent. Let's see. All right. Let me go back. Pictures. Okay. So I went to go visit my dad. He moved from the house that I grew up in, lived at. He moved there recently, last year or two. He moved to a condo. So he downsized quite a bit. I got rid of a lot of my stuff. There's still some stuff of mine there. But this is the condo, entrance to his condo. There's my dad. This is who I get my great looks from. As you can tell, we're related. Anyways, but it was good to see my dad. It's been a while since I've seen him in person. Then as soon as we met up, he took me on a tour of downtown, or a tour of Cedar Falls to check out all the new stuff. Because I haven't been to Cedar Falls in like 2 years. So I got to see some of the new buildings and some of the new businesses and stuff like that. So we went on a tour. This is the downtown. This is the Cedar River here. Main Street's over here, and a whole bunch of different new buildings that I've never seen before. This is the downtown Cedar Falls. It's a pretty awesome downtown. They have curvy streets, a whole bunch of businesses, all kinds of different businesses, a lot of bars, a lot of taverns. So if you're ever in Cedar Falls, Iowa, check it out. It's a nice downtown area, especially in the holidays when they have it all decorated. Let's see. Hello, Captain's dad. Yes. I don't think he's watching today. He looks just like you. Yes, he does. Unfortunately, we're related. Even have the DNA test to prove it. So, moving forward, let me see. So then he took me on a tour of College Hill. So this is right by the college campus, University of Northern Iowa campus. This is College Hill. This is where all the kids go. There's different bars there. They got Copyworks for printing needs, and they got Hill Street News and Tobacco, and then different bars, and they have a College Hill barbershop. I used to get my hair cut when I had hair. But yeah, lots of cool places there in College Hill. They've had some riots there on College Hill back in the day. We went to dinner. This was Wednesday. We went to Village Inn, which is a chain. It's all over. Like I've seen it in Arizona and different places, but we went to Village Inn, and it was early dinner time. And if you got the early dinner special, you got a free slice of pie. So I got some banana cream pie. And I can't remember what my meal was, but I had banana cream pie. That was pretty good. Let's see. Yes, bald. Thanks, Chad. Thanks for the reminder. Golden Chick is good stuff. Awesome. Golden Chick, that's not like a Chinese place, but that also could be a chicken place too. Hard to say. I used to live next to a Golden China back in Iowa. Bama Noah's here. Welcome aboard Bama Noah Adventures. Ahoy there. Ahoy, Bama Noah. Alrighty. Moving forward. So if you're ever in the Midwest, you'll see these gas stations. They're Casey's. They're almost as popular as seeing Dollar General all over the place. But these are Casey's, and they're known for their pizza, and especially their breakfast pizza. So this is Thursday morning, and I got me one slice of the regular breakfast pizza. Doesn't that look good? It was good. Trust me, it was good. And then they also have the ultimate breakfast pizza, which has pretty much the same toppings, except it has green peppers, has bacon, and it has onions on it. And that was really good. I know Josh, if he's still here, he loves onions. But this is better than the other normal one that I usually get, the sausage. This was the sausage one. But this was really good. And there's me in awe of the breakfast pizza, one of them, before I ate it. And I ate both. Let's see. Oh, yummy, says Chad. Yep, Chad knows about Casey's. Obey Meg. Yes, obey my first mate. Some sort of meat, I believe. Yes, probably. Casey's Pizza is really good. Awesome, Roy and Becky. I didn't know you knew about Casey's Pizza, so that's cool. Eat too much of that and we'll smell what you're cooking. That is for sure. You will smell what the captain referee is cooking. I miss Casey. Yeah, Chad's down in Texas, so he doesn't get Casey's anymore. I don't either, unless I go back home. I'll take the ultimate, please, says Meg. Awesome. Looks yummy, said Blaine. All right. Moving forward. Again, reason I went back is to go see my family. So my Aunt Barb on the left, my Uncle Ron in the middle, and my dad, Steve. So my Aunt Barb came from Ames, Iowa. It's about a 2-hour drive, hour and a half drive. Uncle Ron came down from Rochester, Minnesota. That was about a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive. So it was good to see them. We went to Starbucks Smokehouse. This used to be the former Hy-Vee where Kurt Warner bagged groceries at, but it's no longer a Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is next door in a newer building. But this is Starbucks Smokehouse and a barbecue place. Of course, I didn't have barbecue. I had turkey. Everybody got the smoked turkey special because it was a really good deal. It was like $9 for a turkey sandwich. You get a side, and then you get corn muffin, cornbread there. So it was really good. I enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. And I don't think I have a picture of it. Yeah, they don't have a picture of it, but they have a lot of cool signs inside, and you'll see that in the video that I'll put out later. Let's see. Ryan Donahue is here. Welcome aboard, Ryan. Good to have you here. Let's see. Good breakfast pizza. Yes, it is very good breakfast pizza. It's the best I've ever had from anywhere. We have 3 cases within a mile. You do? I didn't know they were that far down in Oklahoma. That's cool. I thought it was a more Midwest thing. We need some come and go though. Yes, come and go stations. I actually lived right across the street from a come and go back in the day, right by the Golden China. There was this little down the street was come and go, and across the street from come and go was a Casey's. But yeah, so yeah, come and go is good. They're cheap. Their fountain drinks are cheaper than Casey's. And everybody loves making fun of their name, too. Awesome. All right, yeah. And as Nightbot says, make sure you do hit the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Captain would appreciate it. Captain Referee would appreciate it. All right, let's get into some wrestling stuff next. Another reason I went there is one of the main reasons is that I went there for the annual George Tragos Thesz Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame Induction Weekend. So here's all the people that are involved with the weekend. Some names you'll recognize. if you can see it. And some did not show up that were supposed to be there. Like Sin Bodhi was supposed to be there and didn't. Demolition Axe had a surgery. He couldn't be there. J.J. Dillon was not able to attend. He had a minor surgery. Marty Jannetty, they had some issues booking him for some reason. They was booked and then didn't show up or something. So there's, but a lot of everybody else showed up. So that was good. Except for some of the people that are no longer with us. Oh, we also had Ross Hart, part of the Hart family, was there, and Wildfire Tommy Rich and JBL, Haku, a lot of names there, if you like pro wrestling. So Thursday evening, headed down to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame, because on the poster, you'll see if you can read it. Thursday, silent auction begins, and then there's a kickoff party, pizza and drinks at the Dan Gable Museum, followed up by wrestling trivia. So went to the museum. This is the National Wrestling Hall of Fame Dan Gable Museum. It used to be in Newton, Iowa, but they moved it to Waterloo, and they threw on the Dan Gable name. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool. We went into the Dan Gable Learning Center. They actually have a wrestling room that you can. They have wrestling practice and stuff in there. So we had pizza from Doughy Joey's. So not as good pizza as Casey's, but not too bad. But this is a picture of some pizza. Not my pizza, it's someone else's. And there's Dan Gable himself, the Olympic champion. Also was a former head coach of the University of Iowa wrestling. So there's Dan Gable speaking. And here's the crowd that he was speaking to. So we had a nice crowd. We actually had the most people attend this year than any other year. So it was awesome to see this weekend growing. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm here. Sorry, I'm late. That's okay. Cruising is fun anytime. Cheryl, welcome aboard. Good to have you here. We're just getting into the wrestling stuff that I attended in Iowa. So that was Dan Gable. And here's a nice poster. So this is Les Thatcher. Some of you may know him or not. He was on an MTV show. I'm a pro wrestling, and what's it called? I'm a pro wrestler. He's involved in that. You can't see him, but that's Joe Malenko, the brother of Dean Malenko, wrestler. There's Dan Gable. There's Jared Brisco. He ended up winding up in the hospital after this evening. Drank too many Gable beers because they have Dan Gable beers, and Jared Brisco is from Oklahoma, so there's a rivalry between Oklahoma and Iowa. And Jared Brisco ended up in the hospital for a day or so, but he got back out. There's JBL in the back, John Bradshaw Layfield, those that watch WWE and other promotions. There's James Beard. He's the famous referee, and it was good to talk with James Beard. And then we have Bill DeMott or Hugh Morris, who did developmental talent down in WWE, also worked in WCW and WWE as well. So awesome. And here's a picture of me with one of my friends and fans. And here I am wearing my fan of Troy Peterson, who is the promoter of Impact Pro Wrestling and Impact Pro Wrestling, and my All Access Pass. So here's my All Access Pass. And it just basically gets you into all the events. It was like $135 for everything, but it gets you a seat at the show. Of course, I don't need a seat, but also pays for the banquet. The banquet's expensive. So got the All Access Pass. Also gives you a schedule on the back of things to do. So, all right. Let's make it caught up in the chat. Darn right he is. I heard that's the most they sold for pass. Yes, it is, Chad. Yep, the most All Access passes they've sold. So that's really good news. Again, we do this for a fundraiser. This is a fundraiser for the National Wrestling Hall of Fame Dan Gable Museum. This is their annual fundraiser. We're bringing a lot of money for them. Paul's here. Welcome aboard, Paul. Hey, Billy, visiting my mom. That's okay, Paul. Spend time with her. You can always catch the replay. You don't have to be live with me. Everyone's saying hello to Paul. Awesome. All right. So then after the kickoff party, actually I had to help out. I helped out with pizzas. So I helped get rid of empty pizza boxes, and we had to go make a pizza run and get more pizzas. We probably went through about 40 pizzas overall. So we went through a lot of pizza, a lot of beer, a lot of drinks, all part of the kickoff party, part of the all access pass. Then after the kickoff party, we went over to the convention hotel, Best Western Plus Residency Inn, which is about 2 or 3 blocks away from the museum. So a pretty easy walk or drive. We went over into the bar area, and they had wrestling trivia here. So everybody gets gathered together, and they answer trivia questions on pro wrestling history. And I didn't stay for the entire thing. I left after a short while, so I didn't win anything because I didn't stay long enough. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Hashtag pizza run. Yes, I had to make a pizza run. 40 pizzas, says Chad. Wow. All right. So then the next day, for those of you that have been in the Midwest, another place I have to stop at to get food is Made Right. Think loose meat sandwiches. So I love, or sloppy joes basically, but I love Made Right. I love the Cedar Falls Made Right. It's downtown Cedar Falls. They've added to it. They used to not have an outdoor seating area, but now they do. But Made Right. Here's the inside. I haven't done a whole lot to the inside, but this is the regular bar seating, countertop seating. You can watch them cook your food. So this is Penny. She was the previous owner of Made Right. Unfortunately, she passed away, I believe, of cancer. But this is a great photo because they had these ketchup bottles sitting out, and people would they run out of ketchup, and so they'd ask for a bottle of ketchup. Well, she had this trick bottle of ketchup that had a string in it, and then she'd squeeze it, and it looked like real ketchup coming out, but it's a string. So this is a really good photo of her doing that. But we miss Penny. We hope, but yeah, she was fun when she was with us. Anyway, so I go there for the Made Right plate. So you get a Made Right. I get ketchup and onion on mine. I also get a scoop of potato salad and some baked beans. So you probably don't want to smell what I'm cooking after I eat the beans. But this is the Made Right plate. And you sit on the counter, and you look, and they have all these pies, and they're just staring back at you. And of course, you got to have pie. And I chose strawberry pie. These are made from scratch, homemade pies, and I love the strawberry one the most. It's seasonal, so sometimes it's hard to get it, but they have it in July, and so I was able to get the strawberry pie. So it was really good. Let's see. And we're about halfway through the show. At the top of the hour will be the Saturday Stroll, which is back-to-back premieres that different YouTube creators are putting together from our travel community, cruise community, RV community, nomad community, all kinds of communities are putting out premieres. That starts at the top of the hour in about 26 minutes. Sherry from Sherry Awesome Sunsets will be doing the kickoff for that live show. So check out that at the top of the hour. All right, moving forward to pictures. Everyone's the same. Let me get caught up here. Chad said the one in Webster City is no more. Oh, yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, they've closed some here and there. Cedar Falls one is still going good. There used to be one in Waterloo, on the east side of Waterloo. They closed that one. Made right. It is made right. It does not matter. All right, back to pictures. So, strawberry pie. So then this is Friday. So I headed down to the convention center because it was time for Impact Pro Wrestling, my home promotion. We had a fan fest first, and then the live pro wrestling show. And so this is the Waterloo Convention Center. Again, this is only a couple blocks away from the Wrestling Museum and across the street from the hotel. But this is the Waterloo Convention Center. They've done some remodeling to it, so that's been good. There's a picture of me at the Waterloo Convention Center. If you notice my shirt, it is the Count from Sesame Street wearing a referee shirt. And it's saying 1, 2, So I thought that was an appropriate shirt since I'm a referee. I found the poster at the convention center, so I had my picture taken with the poster. And those of you that are not in the pro wrestling business, we have a wrestling card. Now, you get the card, the fans get the card of what the matches are going to happen. In the back, in the locker room, we have the card that tells you who's going to win and how long matches are supposed to last. So I took a picture. This is of the card that happened. And I took a look and see what matches they were. I knew I was going to do the Battle Royal at the top, the first match. Usually that's towards intermission, but I did that match. So I reffed that match. And I kept looking through the card, and I've reffed many Colt Cabana matches before. I've done a lot of these wrestlers I've been in this ring with already. I've done West Brisco matches. I saw this Battle of Waterloo match, and I knew this match was for me. I am from Waterloo, Cedar Falls. These two wrestlers are from Waterloo, Cedar Falls, so I had to ref that match. So here I am, got dressed up in my referee shirt. Of course, I can't wear a hat, but that is me in my referee shirt. And okay, so I wasn't the only captain in the building. There was another captain. Now, this is not the greatest picture because it's blurry. But this is me, the captain. And also there's another captain, and that is Captain Midnight Guthrie. He is a heel manager. Yeah, so we got a picture together. But there was more than one captain in the building. Let's see. Okay. Nobody else is talking. All right, good. Excellent. Okay, still live. All right, moving forward. So here is the wrestling show. So this is in the convention center. You can see how big of a crowd we've got there. We have some empty seats, but that's because people are getting autographs. So all around these black curtains are tables of different wrestling legends signing autographs and getting pictures taken. So yeah, but we had a really nice crowd on hand, and they've done some updates to the convention center. They've added some lights and stuff, so pretty cool. So first match I reffed was the Thesz Battle Royale. And so here's the Battle Royale. You can see the participants here. That is not me. That's another referee. But there's guys, and they're trying to knock each other over the top rope onto the floor, and the last one that's there wins. Here's another picture. This is a picture of me, my back of my head, kneeling down there, trying to stay out of the way. And then we had a winner of that Battle Royale. I took some pictures, some more pictures, so you can see some of the tables of the people signing autographs along the side there. There's Troy Peterson in the red. He's the promoter of Impact Pro Wrestling, my home promotion that I've worked for 20 years. And there's another view of some of the tables and the crowd. And the second match I reffed was for the Battle for Waterloo. So Ethan Everhart on the left and Bryce Jordan on the right, the Golden Boy, Bryce Jordan. Was the match I reffed. And let me make sure I get caught up in chat. Looks like we're good there. Very good, guys. And Blaine saying, hey, Paul. All right, excellent. So Battle Waterloo. So there's some pictures of Battle Waterloo. So this is me coming into the ring. There I am. And here's some more pictures. I got a whole bunch of pictures taken. There's the Bryce Jordan doing a Shawn Michaels pose there. Just some random pictures I found that I got tagged in. So here's getting ready for the start of the match. Here I am calling for the bell to start the match. And they're having a discussion in the ring. And there I am standing, getting ready for them to fight. And they get ready to fight. And they start fighting. All right. So they start fighting. And I got a video clip, too. I'm just going through these pictures kind of quick, but I got a video clip to play. So later I'm doing a suplex. There's some nice photos. You're a nice ringside photographer, tag team photography. Check out tag team photography. There's a nice view of me checking on the wrestler there, making sure he's not getting choked or if he wants to give up. And there's me checking on the wrestler because hopefully he doesn't pass out. Picture of the guy coming off top rope. Just after a pinfall attempt there. And there's a picture of me checking on the guy in the bear hug move. And there's me holding the hand of the winner of the match, the Golden Boy. Bryce Jordan won the match. He was the heel guy, so a lot of people didn't like that. The man, Troy Peterson, that Chad says, down under the cruisers, that's not you. You don't have the captain's hat on. That's true, I don't. I do now, but I can't wear a captain's hat. It's not professional. He needs to come to Texas. Yes, you need to come to Texas. Love your feature reactions. Thank you, Danny. I'm an actor. Yeah, James Beard. Yep. John says, Captain, have you ever lost it in the ring and turned on the wrestlers? I have. Well, we've had a time where we had a wrestler that got pushy and would push me around and get in my face and stuff. So I've hit back a couple of times. I'm known for my 3-count stunner. So I do hit the 3-count stunner. It used to be the cutter, the diamond cutter. I changed it to the stunner. But yeah, I've had to get physical sometimes. Yeah, 7:41. It is 4:42 p.m. Central Time here in Florida. All right, back to pictures. We got 18 minutes left. There's a video clip. Let me see if I can play the audio. Hold on. Oh, 1 second. Let me go and play the audio. I put sound on here for a reason. I'll be putting it back on the screen. And they're just doing their wrestling moves to each other, fighting on the outside, diving on the outside. Oh, removed from screen. Yeah, that might have happened with the audio. Sorry about that. But anyways, this is just showing them getting towards the end of the match here. These guys went all over the place, hitting all kinds of moves and kept me busy. I was awful tired after this match. There's a torture rack going on move. And then a spin out move. There's a suplex off the top. followed up by another, like a cutter, stunner. And he's going to jump off the top here. Boom. Oh, and almost a 3 count. Almost. And here's getting towards the end of the match. He's going for, blocked the move there. A nice move there. I don't know all the names of the moves. You think I would after 20 years, and there's a pedigree. Is that the end? Is that the end? Rolls him over. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. And we have a winner. So, yep, that was the finishing move there. So, again, sorry for the audio issues. I didn't know how well that would go. Maybe I'll throw up the video. I don't know. I kind of borrowed the video from someone else, and I just changed the music. Way Carnival cruises have gone lately. They could use you on the ships. Just saying. Well, and I'm going on Carnival cruises in October. 2 of them, in fact. Man, must be hard to get grip. Bet they're super sweaty. Yeah, they get sweaty, that's for sure. I get sweaty, and they're doing more work than I am. That dude, oops, where'd it go? That dude in black shirt on the right side ringside is getting into it. Yeah, we had to have our people talk to him, and he got very involved. That's for sure. All right, so back to pictures. Again, I apologize for the. Oops. Nope, that was it. So I got pictures after the show. There's Kyle. He came over from Wisconsin. He took some pictures, and he's wearing referee shirt, even though he's not a referee. So we got a picture together. Here's John from Illinois. He comes over for the Hall of Fame. So I got a picture with John. And then this is the convention center lit up downtown at night. This is really nice because they've done quite a bit of improvements. They did not have any of this lighting and stuff, so pretty nice now. And then the after party, it was at Doughy Joey's, which is right across the street. So more pizza was had and drinks at Doughy Joey's, which is right across the street from a strip bar, by the way, too. So, and the museum is actually across from another strip bar. So that's shows you how classy Waterloo can be at times. So Saturday, I was back to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame Dan Gable Museum. And here is the George Tragos Thesz Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame wing of the museum. Most of the museum is amateur wrestling, but they do have a wing dedicated to professional wrestling. This is what I do. And here's my picture in front of this entrance to the Hall of Fame. And here's the video. There's no audio for this, so I'll talk over this. I stole this video from somebody else. But here to show you some of the things inside the Hall of Fame, the pro wrestling wing of the Hall of Fame. And let's see. Down on the cruiser, Sean says, why would anyone want to wear a referee shirt? I don't know of anybody who tries to be someone they are not. Seriously. Not just to get attention. I've worn it at WWE house shows before back in the day, just for attention. Meg says, my old office is across the street from Magic City, very famous strip bar. Apparently they have great wings. Oh, who knew? They have wings? Do they have breasts? Chicken breasts? Anyways. So this is some of the memorabilia that they have in the Hall of Fame. There's Hacksaw Jim Duggan's 2x4 autographed. You might know Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There's a lot of ring attire from different wrestlers in here, and lots of cool stuff in this ring. This is a ring mat, pro wrestling ring mat, signed by all the famous people that have come in to the doors of the museum. So it's pretty awesome. Danny Hodge is on there. Dan Gable, of course. A lot of other names that have been there. So quite the collection of names at the Hall of Fame on that mat. That mat would be worth quite a bit of money. There are just some pictures. There's Stevenson, Gable Stevenson. He's a Olympic wrestler now. He's becoming a pro wrestler. I think he's having his first match coming up, or he's already had it. There's some wrestling boots. Let's see. I have a Hooters. I heard Hooters has good wings as well, but never been. I've been to Hooters. I've been to Hooters in Hawaii, in Honolulu. And I actually have a Hooters in Pensacola Beach, just about 15 minutes away from me. Now, Commodore, since when would you try to get attention? Me? Attention? Never. Never. I lied to you. Their food is awful. Yeah, it's not the greatest food. Scenery's not so good either, at least on my point of view. So that strip joint is still there, huh? Yeah, actually, I think it is. Sapphires is across the street from Dilly Joey's and the convention center, and then across the street from the museum is Flirts. I think they're both still running. How about the other place that's like Hooters? Can't remember the name. I don't know. Anyways, we're just talking while we're showing the pictures. Here's the Hall of Fame plaques. So each year, everybody gets an award plaque, and then they get their name on the wall. This is all changing. They're all going to be put as years instead of individuals because they're running out of room. So they're going to just do it by year instead of each individual. So this will all change in the next year or two. But this gives you an idea of the Hall of Fame and all the people that have been inducted in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Billy J will be on that wall soon enough. Yeah, maybe. I could be a lifetime member. Actually, I had a picture of me in the Hall of Fame. They had a thing where they had some pictures set up. So actually, I've been in the Hall of Fame. I had my picture in there. So I guess I'm a Hall of Famer. Kurt Hennig, yeah, there's a lot of the names. If you like pro wrestling, you'll recognize quite a few different names that they've had throughout the years. This was the 24th annual Hall of Fame weekend. Next year is the 25th anniversary. So it's going to be a big time next year. So I may have to go back for the 25th anniversary. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's Danny Hodge there. Yeah, all kinds of different wrestlers. George Tragos, who's the part of the Hall of Fame, is named after him. Ed Stringer Lewis, these are really back in the day, and Frank Gotch, and Vern Gagne, for those of you Minnesota fans. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for the video. Let's go ahead and move on. We got 7 minutes left. So Saturday evening, they have a banquet. So I got kind of dressed up for the banquet. Got a shirt and tie on. Of course, can't wear a hat. Went down to the Waterloo Convention Center, and hopefully my camera doesn't cut out. We have a nice banquet meal. They had like pork loin and mashed potatoes and vegetables and pasta and salad. And then they have the Hall of Fame inductions. So these are the people that got inducted: Rock Riddle, Boris Malenko, who's no longer with us. Well, I think he's still with us. Russ Thatcher, Conrad Thompson, Tom Burke, Bill DeMott, Sarah McCann, Gary Albright is no longer with us, and Haku. So there's Joe Malenko, the brother of Dean Malenko, accepting the award for his dad, Boris Malenko. There's Rock Riddle, wrestler, huge personality. There's Haku getting his award. Sorry for the pictures. They're not as good, but I got some video too. There is the widow of Gary Albright. She was there. She's actually from Pensacola, I think. And also, the Roman Reigns' sister was there too with her. So that's pretty cool to see Roman Reigns' sister. Here's Sarah McCann. She's a former UFC fighter, almost one of the first women UFC fighters. She's like the third match they've had for women in UFC. So she got an award. There is Les Thatcher getting his award. And this is Jim Miller, by the way, is the director of the museum currently. And there's Bill DeMott, Hugh Morris getting his award. And here is Conrad Thompson on the right, and then Bruce Prichard on the left. He actually introduced Conrad Thompson. So a couple of names there if you like pro wrestling. After the induction, I got my picture with Dwayne, my friend, pro wrestling friend as well. So it was good to see Dwayne. There's Tim Larson from Minnesota. It was good to get a picture with Tim. And then a picture of James Jeffries and Nicole. And James asked for my picture, and we got a picture at the museum. So pretty cool. And then this is downtown Waterloo. Can't see like the strip bars, like right here is Doughy Joey's. This used to be Subway. There's a convention center. They're working on it. Convention center. And this is where they've remodeled on this end, but they're still working on this end. This is up in the hotel on the 7th floor. It's kind of a little bit of a downtown. This is the Waterloo Courier building. This is where the newspaper is done at. And then next door is the Waterloo Library. And this is the Waterloo building. And in the back, can't really see very well, but the Cedar River is back there. And then Sunday, this is Sunday, we went to Single Speed Brewing Company. This used to be an old Wonder Bread bakery where they used to make Wonder Bread. I always loved driving by it, smell Wonder Bread baking. But now it's a brewing company. And you go in here, and it's huge in here. And they got lots of beers and food. And so I had a pork tenderloin because I'm in Iowa. So pork tenderloin and salad. So that was good. Then it was time to go back to Florida. So I said goodbye to my friends at the brewing company. I drove and said goodbye to my dad, and then headed to Des Moines and got ready for my direct flight on a Legionnaire to Fort Walton Beach. And there I am at the airport. So that concludes my pictures for my trip to Iowa. Let's see, make sure we're not missing anything. Getting towards the end of the hour. Again, in 3 minutes, you can check out Sherry from Sherry Awesome Sunset. She's kicking off the live for the Saturday Stroll, so be sure to check that out. Billy J will be soon on that. Yeah, enough. Let's see. Twin Peaks. Oh, yeah, Twin Peaks. That's the name. The other, not the Hooters thing. I think that's why Amy said at some point we don't have them here. We used to have a Twin Peaks here, but it went out of business. Hey, Billy J, did you go to the casino? No, I did not go to the casino. Yep, I did not make it out there. I was too busy hanging out with family and stuff, so never did make it to the casino. Of course, I've won a few times at the casino in the past, but looks spiffy, all dressed up. Thank you, Meg. Could have used the haircut, but that's all right. Looks like a fun trip. It was a fun trip, that's for sure. Thank you for dropping in the link to the Saturday Stroll. That's coming up in 2 minutes. So next week, we're going to talk about cruise stuff. So last year, I did a cruise test or cruise line test, cruise line personality test. What cruise line is meant for you based on the answers to the questions? So I did that last year around this time. I'm going to do another one, a different one, next week because I'm also going to announce a cruise booked in 2024. First cruise booked 2024. I'm going to announce it, what it is. It's a mystery. So we'll have you guess what cruise line going on, what cruise ship. And yeah, so it's going to be a good time. So if you like cruise stuff, next Saturday is the time for you. We're going to talk all about cruising and find out what your cruise line personality, what cruise line should you go on? Maybe it's not the one you think. And my computer is frozen. All right. Well, thank you guys for showing up. I hope you guys can see me. It doesn't look like looks like I'm frozen. Great. Hold on. One moment. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Computer froze. My camera sucks and everything like that. But anyways, thank you guys for showing up. Do make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, and click that bell notification to be notified of when I go live like this. Post a new video. I posted a vlog yesterday that was on, what was it on? It was my resort tour of the Scottsdale Plaza Resort in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'll be putting out a room tour video as well as a convention video this upcoming week. So be sure to check out all of that. Thank you guys for showing up. Head on over to Sherry Awesome Sunset. She is going live. And Sean says Billy is going on the Resilient Lady of Melbourne, Australia. No, I am not. I can guarantee that I'm not going on that. Great show, Captain. Thank you, First Mate Meg. Head on over to Sherry Awesome Sunsets. The link is in the chat. Head on over there, and we'll see you guys later. All right, and let me find the outro video so we can get out of here. All right, bye, everyone.